and welcome to Wycombe High TV News. I'm Charlotte in Year 11.
And I'm Swetha, also in Year 11. The Wycombe High headlines this week. Masks or no masks? We uncover your views about the changes we're facing from Monday.
I want to take them off because then it's like, yeah, we don't have to wear them, but if we take them off, I'm worried that it will go back up again like last time we took them off.
And then flying high as we take you for a spin at Wycombe High's ultimate frisbee club.
Frisbee is a really fun club and you don't need to be advanced or anything to be a part of it.
And how you can win a prize by putting your stamp on a portrait of a pandemic personality.
There are prizes to be won and your winning work will be seen on stamps across the UK.
But first, the great mask debate. This week, the government announced that face masks will no longer be required in secondary school classrooms here in England. From next Monday, face coverings have been recommended since the return to school in March, but that's about to change as part of the phasing out of lockdown measures. Here at Wycombe High, as our reporters Alex and Dea in Year 10 discover, it seems not everyone is necessarily in favour of facing up to these latest relaxations in the rules.
Hi, I'm Alex.
And I'm Dea.
And there's been a recent government announcement that mask wearing is no longer going to be compulsory from the 17th of May.
So we decided to talk to some of our students and teachers about it. How do you feel about not having to wear a mask from the 17th?
Well, Dea, I'm actually looking forward to not wearing a mask because I think it means that life is getting back to normal.
I'm a bit unsure because masks are sort of like a safety net, and there have been no instances of cases during this past term. However, before, when we had to take off masks in class, there were one or two, so I'm still iffy on the matter.
I think that not wearing masks is going to be very good so we can communicate with teachers and our friends better.
I think it could be a good thing, but I'm a bit scared. I feel like it's a bit soon and we're kind of forgetting the fact that cases can still go up, and everyone's sort of saying that school was always quite a danger zone as well, so it's quite worrying, sitting shoulder to shoulder for a whole hour in all of our classes without masks.
I think it'll be better in classrooms because we test twice a week.
I also think it will be good for the people who can't hear as well, as they'll be able to read the teachers.
It does seem a bit extreme to go from having to wear masks absolutely everywhere to not having to wear them anywhere at all. So I think probably still wearing them in communal areas might be a good idea, but then in the classroom it should be a choice.
Personally, I think it's great because I'm not a fan of masks. The condensation and going upstairs is not great.
I don't think it matters because wearing masks you can't even tell. I want to take them off because then it's like, yeah, we don't have to wear them, but if we take them off, I'm worried that it will go back up again like last time we took them off.
And then it kind of just makes it go back into the same loop and it will never really
I don't really want to do that.
Get rid of it.
Go back again and then it has to come out again. It just keeps going back and forth.
I think we should keep them on as long as we need them for.
I think it prevents transmissions, but also it's a bit of an inconvenience to learning and stuff.
Well, I think in classrooms it's mostly going to be fine, but it's the major moving around the buildings and when everybody gets together that it's probably going to be slightly more worrying.
Glad we're not wearing masks because it restricts my breathing and it makes me feel uncomfortable, but I know that they're for health and safety reasons.
It seems a very sudden change to go from wearing masks everywhere to wearing masks nowhere. I think I'm probably more in favour of a phased kind of return to normal.
Tad bit unsure because cases have gone up 5%. It's just we need to monitor the cases here, so because I don't think there's been cases since we put masks on. As long as there's no more cases, we're pretty much fine.
That report was produced by Alex, Dea and Sarah, who are all in Year 10. At the time of the recording, Wycombe High has yet to confirm any changes to the school's policy on face masks, but an announcement is expected by the weekend. Other news for this week now, and Wycombe High science students donned their white coats and safety goggles, hoping to win a national chemistry contest and cash prizes. The school's analyst competition, organised by the Royal Society of Chemistry, was for Year 12 students across the country, with each member of the overall winning team in each region receiving a £50 voucher plus a prize for £500 for their school. Mrs. Green, who is the subject leader in chemistry, explains more.
So today we've got Year 12 students who are working in teams. They're taking part in the National Royal Society of Chemistry Schools Analyst Competition. We were lucky to be selected, and they're having a great time carrying out some practical experiments to determine some unknown chemicals. It's all linked to an environmental chemistry theme, so it's very relevant to today.
We're analysing different substances using different chemical reactions.
We're doing the school analyst competition for chemistry, and we're doing 3 different experiments to find out an unknown compound.
We're making a standard solution of a salt, an unknown salt. It's a lot of fun and it's a really great challenge.
Go Wycombe High scientists, fingers crossed they win. And you can win too in a Royal Mail competition to design a new real British postage stamp depicting someone you think has done something extraordinary during this pandemic. It could be a nurse or a care worker, someone you know or someone you've heard about on the news. In fact, anyone who has gone the extra mile to help others. If you're one of the 8 winners, your design will be sent to Her Majesty the Queen before being printed and issued on a real postage stamp. There's also prizes on offer for the best design from Wycombe High students, as Head of Art Nina Gadd explains.
Wycombe High School are launching the Royal Mail's Stamps for Heroes competition. If you have somebody in mind that you feel has made an outstanding contribution to either your own community or on a more global scale, it would be wonderful to see a piece of artwork that you create in tribute to that person. The work can be done in any format, whatever you feel is your strength. If you like working in pencil, why not do a pencil portrait? Or how about a painting of someone that you feel has gone above and beyond during the coronavirus pandemic? Please could you get your entries into me by the 28th of May. There are prizes to be won, and your winning work will be seen on stamps across the UK, which may very well end up in somebody's collection. All the best, good luck, and I look forward to seeing your work.
Good luck indeed. Now, this week is Mental Health Awareness Week, an event which has taken on particular importance this year. A recent report from the Children's Commissioner, Anne Longfield, found that 1 in 6 teenagers and children have struggled with their mental health because of school closures and the COVID-19 lockdowns. If you are one of those suffering difficulties for whatever reason, help is at hand at Wycombe High, where a range of support services includes our own counsellor, Heidi Luxford. Here she is, talking to our reporter, Cordelia, in Year 12.
Mental Health Awareness Week is an opportunity, a wonderful opportunity for us to talk about mental health. There needs to be some kind of parity, some kind of level of consistency between mental health and physical health. It seems like we're very good at talking about our physical health and how we can guard against physical ill health, and I think it would be really useful if we could do just as well to talk about our mental health and how we can guard against mental ill health. So that's why it's such a good opportunity for us to be able to do that and have that conversation and keep the conversation going. The 5 ways to mental well-being are connect, and that's exactly as it sounds. It's about connecting to those around us, whether it's our family or friends, our work colleagues. The important part here is to feel connected. It makes us feel less alone, less isolated, so that's really important. The other one is physical activity. We know that being physically active is good for our mental health. When we are physically active, it releases feel-good hormones. So it's really important to try and do physical activity to maintain mental well-being. The next one is about being curious, about noticing the world around us. We know that a lot of anxiety is based in looking forward with fear or looking back with regret. And if we can be anchored in the present moment, which is what this is about, we know that that's very good for our mental health. It's also called mindfulness, and it's paying attention to the present moment and being aware of our surroundings. It's really important. The next one is to keep on learning. We know that when we learn new experiences or we revisit things that we've done before, that can boost our confidence and boost our self-esteem. And again, that's very good for our mental well-being. And the last one is about giving, and it can come in many different forms, from saying hello to someone, saying thank you, or giving presents, or just doing a job for someone. So those are the 5 ways to stay mentally healthy.
What would you say to someone here at Wycombe High who feels like they perhaps might need help with their mental health?
I would say talk to someone. It could be somebody at home to begin with. It could be your tutor, your head of house, your head of year. That's the main message. Talk to someone. You can speak to someone in school who could then perhaps arrange for you to speak to a counsellor. It could be that counselling isn't for you, but at least have that conversation. Explain how you're feeling, and then you can start to get the help that you might need, because there is help available and there are people you can talk to.
That report was produced by Kimberly and Cordelia, who are both in Year 12. Now, do you think you've got what it takes to take on the challenge of the Duke of Edinburgh Award? Well, now's your chance. This week, the school launched the latest recruitment round for Year 8 students to go for bronze in the world's #1 Youth Achievement Awards. Our reporters, Swetha and Emily, take up the story.
Hi, I'm Swetha and I've done both my bronze and silver Duke of Edinburgh Award.
And I'm Emily, I've done my bronze, didn't do my silver, and I'm going to do my gold. And we're going to be talking about why someone should do DofE.
The DofE Award, the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, is all about opportunities for young people to go out into the world and experience volunteering, learn about themselves by learning a new skill, and by doing some physical activity, as well as going on a fantastic expedition with their friends.
What personal attributes do you need for completing the award?
The personal attributes you need is, generally speaking, an open mind, and be willing to put yourself in some uncomfortable situations and being able to be resilient and go forward with that. Meeting new people, have the confidence to sort out all the different sections that you need to do, but overall just an open mind and enjoy it.
What would you say to anyone thinking about signing up?
Well, naturally I'd say do it. Of course I would, but it is an incredible thing. There's been recently in the press, because of His Royal Highness's death, there's been a lot of reports and news about the DofE Award, and you hear some of the stories of young people where the DofE Award has transformed young people's lives in huge ways, and I think that's really heartening, really encouraging, and I think that it can, no matter how big or small, it will make a difference to your life.
What did you eat at DofE?
I actually forgot my food, so I ate everyone else's food, like a little bit of sausage, a little bit of pasta.
Oh wow, you're such a great teammate, aren't you?
Yeah, I was a very bad teammate.
What skill did you do for DofE?
I did violin for my bronze and I did piano for my silver.
I did drama. It was brilliant. I do normally do drama, so it was basically doing what I normally do every week and getting away with it.
What top tips would you give to someone about to do it?
Oh, I'd say definitely organise with your group and make sure you know what you're all bringing and know that you're all ready. And my second one, make sure that you bring good food and you know exactly what good equipment will help you. Listen to the instructors, they know what they're doing. And definitely bring an extra pair of socks, definitely.
Would you recommend the experience?
Yeah, I would actually. It was tough at some points, but that's what made it worth it.
Was it a good time?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I would recommend it to everyone.
Having completed both my bronze and silver awards, I can tell you the Duke of Edinburgh Awards are well worth taking on.
I've also done my DofE and I couldn't agree more.
And finally, from this edition of Wycombe High TV News, as we've been reporting in the recent weeks, the easing of lockdown restrictions mean that the school's many clubs and societies are back up and running and thriving again here at Wycombe High. And none more so than the Ultimate Frisbee Club. We'll leave you tonight with this report from Emma in Year 7, who's one of more than 30 members across all year groups of the school club that is really flying high. Goodbye.
Bye.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life.
Hi, I'm Emma, out on the all-weather pitch, and today we're getting all in a spin with Ultimate Frisbee.
You met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night.
Ultimate Frisbee is a fast-paced team sport
It's normally played 7-a-side on a football pitch size area. Teams pass between each other and try and catch it in the end zone. You're not allowed to run with the disc, so it's a bit like netball in that way. Cross the American football, trying to catch it and score. It's fast paced and high action.
Took it back to the basics. You see what you got me out here doing? Might have threw me off, but can't nobody stop the movement. Let's go. Left foot, right foot, levitating. Pop stars, do a leap with the baby. I had to lace my shoes for.
I'd say the skills you need is you want some good teamwork and just coming along looking to have a good time and enjoy yourself. It's a fast-paced game, so there's lots of moving, cutting around, looking for space and trying to work together to score. So I think, yeah, that's it.
Cause girl, you want me, I want you, baby.
Ultimate Frisbee is a bit like netball and has a pitch similar to American football. You can't run when you have the disc in your hand.
You can only hold the disc for 10 seconds outside. But it's a bit more complicated than that, but that's just roughly the basics.
I love how it's not very serious and we're just here to have fun.
I really enjoy Ultimate Frisbee because it's a really nice sport to engage with your friends and meet new people from other classes, and it's also just really nice to hype you up before your next lessons.
Frisbee is a really fun club and you don't need to be advanced or anything to be a part of it, and they play loads of games all the time, so even if you're not as good you can still take part and enjoy it.
I like the teamwork that goes into it and how you have to talk to your teammates to get the Frisbee.
I decided to join Ultimate Frisbee because I thought it would be something different and something new to try that I haven't really done before, and when I joined it I thought it would be quite because not many people do it, but it was actually really fun and I'm quite glad I joined this club.
So if you think you might like Ultimate Frisbee, why not give it a spin?
I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.